Hi, Tom Isaac. I wanted to go through a couple of videos for you on doing the year one tax return assignment. This is a very challenging assignment. This particular video is just going to go through sort of the logistics of managing the files. What are the files that are there? What purpose do they serve? How is it best for you to access them and be able to save them? So you can see there are actually 6 files. The first one is the actual instructions that I wrote up that walk you through step by step on how to complete this assignment. And then there are the tax forms and tax instructions from the IRS. That's the remaining 5 other files. They all begin with IRS on them, so you know they're from the IRS. There's also in the assignment, you see it does list the deliverables, things that you're going to have to return, and that's the tax form, 1040, tax form Schedule A, tax form Schedule 1, and then, of course, your personal life map portfolio project Excel workbook. Down here, you can see these are the actual files themselves. So if you click the down arrow buttons here, you will end up downloading these into your My Downloads folder. So in this particular case, for mine, you can see I've downloaded them and they're now in My Downloads, and you can see they're all right here. Now, my suggestion is that with these folder files, you're going to want to open them up in Adobe Reader, or Adobe Acrobat if you actually have the Adobe Acrobat Pro. But that is a subscription service and costs money. Adobe Reader is free, and you can get that if you look at the actual instructions. I'm going to go ahead and open this one in Adobe Reader. You can open it in whatever you've got, this first set of instructions. And if you go to the second page of these instructions, which I've given you, it actually talks a little bit about opening the fillable PDF files in Adobe Reader. And in fact, there's a link here. So in whatever you've opened this up in, click on this link. It's going to take you to this particular website, get.adobe.com/reader, and you can download Acrobat Reader for free. So you're going to want it. This will download to your My Downloads. Click on that, give it permission to be able to load on your machine, and you'll have the free version of Adobe PDF Viewer. This is the way to be able to manage all of these files. You're going to be able to do them all at the same use them all at the same time, and you're going to be able to type right in them and save them so that you can turn them in for your assignment. It's really the easiest way to do that. If you happen to click here on download Acrobat Reader, your computer may tell you you already have this. If you already have it, that's great. I would definitely suggest that you look and make sure that if your computer already has it, then you don't have to go through this process of downloading it. All right, so let's go back and we're going to get the rest of the files here. So we've got the Form 1040, and you can notice they open up right here as tabs. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these. This is Schedule A. That is also the set of instructions. And then we have the actual tax forms themselves. That's Schedule 1. Schedule A, and if yours won't open them all at the same time, mine won't open them all at the same time. I have to open them one at a time, but they do open all in the same tab. Okay, so you can see I've got, here's my instructions. Those are the ones that I wrote up for you. There's the instructions from the IRS on Form 1040 and Schedule 1. You can see down here it says including the instructions for Schedules 1 through 3. Notice, by the way, that this is a very, very long document. This is some 160 pages or something like that. So I wouldn't print this unless you got a lot of paper. There's the instructions for Schedule A, also a very long document. Be careful about printing it all. Then the actual forms here for Schedule 1, Schedule A, and then the main form is Form 1040. So people talk about their 1040. This is the main form. Notice that by doing this in Adobe Reader, which is what I'm working in right now, these are all fillable forms. So I can come in here and fill this out. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to put my name and my social security number. Please don't give me your social security number. You can leave this blank or do this, type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't need your spouse's name. I don't need your home address. None of that stuff. I don't need any of that stuff. But you'll notice that I can go through here and I can just click and type everything that I need. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to use information from the tax statements of your personal life map portfolio project to be able to complete this. So for example, you can see here it says in line 1A, you're going to enter the total amount from forms W2, box 1. And if I actually look at my tax statement, so I took and I just created a quick personal life map portfolio project, the tab all the way at the end here for tax statements has in it a sample tax statement. And this is box 1. This is kind of what it would look like. And you'll notice this one says $52,000. Where did that come from? That came from worksheet 4. $50,000 in income and $2,000 in bonus, and that all comes through onto the tax form. So you'll notice that these tax statements that you get in the last tab of your personal life map portfolio project are samples or sort of examples of the kind of forms that you're going to be receiving from your employers and everybody else and you're going to be using to be able to submit your tax return assignment. So this tax statements tab has everything that you're going to need. I should say has most everything that you're going to need to be able to complete your assignment. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill them in. So I'm going to come right here to Form 1040 and I'm going to put $52,000. So you'll notice is that this actually allows me to be able to type directly in this form. And now I can, once I get this done, or as soon as you get started, I can actually save this anywhere I want to. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to save this. In my case, I personally use my Point Park provided OneDrive account. And so I've got mine here. And here, for example, I've got, I'm going to save this Form 1040 with my name and what it is, IRS Tax Form 1040, 2023 Tax Code. And I can go ahead and save that. And so now this file, this PDF file, has been saved with all of the stuff that I have typed into it. This is what you're going to be submitting. This file is the one of the deliverables that you're going to have to be sending to me. So by using Adobe Reader, you can do all of these things that you need to do by typing directly in here. If you try to use something like Google has a reader, Chrome has a reader, all of them have various different readers. I can't guarantee you that you're going to be able to save it in a separate file. It's entirely up to you. I don't know how your systems work. But if you use Adobe Reader or Adobe Acrobat Pro, if you have that, but if you use the free Adobe Reader to open, work on, and save these files, you can see they will save just fine. So I'll actually show you. I'm going to go ahead and close this one, and I'm going to go back here to my OneDrive, and I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And if I look at my OneDrive, you'll see it's going to pull that right back up again. So sorry to take a second to get here. So I put this in my OneDrive, and this was for the 2023 tax code and the sample, and there is the file, and I can go ahead and open that up. and you can actually see there it is, my name, everything, and there's the numbers that I put in. So the purpose of being able to do this with using Adobe Reader is you're always going to be sure that you can get everything that you need, and it's going to be able to be read and be able to be saved. I can actually open it right up here as well. Open recent files. There it is. And there's my file, so I can work on it. So you can see everything I need is going to be right in here. There's the forms, and then there's the instructions. The instructions are quite long, you can see. Again, don't print them. I would suggest that you read them right online. This is your starting point. This is the thing that's going to walk you through everything that you need to do on this assignment. Well, I hope this is helpful. This is sort of the logistics of dealing with the files that you're going to need for this assignment. I will make a couple more videos for you as well on how to complete Schedule 1, Schedule A, and of course Form 1040. And we'll go through that in detail. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to your instructor so that we can get all of your questions answered. Thank you.